Well, friends, friends of Komodo platform, it is me, Giuliano, and it is a trifecta day. There's just so much happening today. A lot of things are playing out, and I'm seeing something very interesting that has come to my attention. I've been seeing it play out, but now today we're getting some confirmations on these price charts. So hello, friends of price charts who like to look at Elliott wave patterns, corrective patterns on price charts, you geeks. Yes. Well, take a look at these then. We've got this Komodo weekly time frame, and then we're going to look at a Komodo daily time frame. And these are the KMD BTC price charts you on Binance Exchange feed from getaurox terminal. Wow, watch this. So I'm thinking here, after this move, whatever it is here, potentially, we've got this now. And it's like a down A, up B, and we're looking like a down C. It's a very simple polywave corrective pattern. And because the B wave, the second one, reaches close enough to the beginning of the A wave, it's like, okay, let's check. It looks like more than 61.8 retracement. Therefore, it could be a flat, because if it is less than 61.8% retracement, this B wave, the one that we will mark in pink, this B wave, if it were less than 61.8% here of the A wave, that would mean that it's more likely a zigzag type of pattern, or elsewise some other stuff is going on. But if we're going to collect these monowaves and call them into a flat, the at least Neely method way of counting these things is that if it's between 618 and 81, then it's a weak flat. If it's between 81 and one whole retracement length, then that is a regular flat. And if it's more than one, then it's going to be expanded or elongated. Sorry, should have checked that vocabulary, my bad. Now, in this case though, 81 looks like we're there. So it's a regular flat, and not only that, it's kind of like on the cusp of regular. It's like a weak regular flat, and it said that the regular flats are also the least likely to pay attention to Fibonacci relationships, let's say for the C wave, which will be the the down wave here now. Okay, will be the C wave. So now we're saying, okay, well, fine. If this is a flat, because what's the point of all this? Would we just like to count? Or 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, Sesame Street charts for you kids. Join me, Komodo pals. So yeah, what does it matter? Well, maybe it lets us set some good levels and have more confidence in knowing, oops, when is it time to not be buying, or when is it time to be saying, okay, we're in a good position. You don't have to use this method. There are all kinds of ways of, and basically ways of of figuring out where you want to set levels. And some people are just pretty good at just finding levels and sticking with it and recognizing time. Like, they're not worried, even though it's going up over here, they're not worried that they missed something, because maybe they sense that, yeah, after it goes up, it's probably going to go down further than it did here, or at least come maybe around here. So like, there's people are patient. That's what you want, is like, these are ideas of patience, but it's also ideas of, okay, look, really, what am I showing here? On this level, we have this flat. And then we're going to show the daily chart. So on this scale here, I mean, so on this scale, the flat, like what this means, if we take the fib extensions, we're going to compare the C wave to the A wave roughly, is we've got here to roughly here. And now we're saying if it's 1-to-1, we're just about there. If it's a 1-to-1 flat, we're just about here. Okay, 39.50. And if we're taking the candlesticks, no doubt in my mind, after today's type of volatile action, bang. It's, well, KMD, you just like to close closer to the low, don't you? That's fine, just fine. Like we're saying here, you're just playing out a nice pattern of a flat. Doesn't it look cool? I think so. Chart geeks, assemble and tell me how cool this looks. It does look cool, doesn't it? So the 1-to-1 would be roughly where it stands right now. Let me just redo that and share where would be something further than that. Because if it is, whoops, I think we're going to fix that. But if the 1-to-1 is roughly around this 39, so 4,000 level of Satoshis for the KMD BTC chart. I mean, yeah, if we're going to a 1618, that's a massive dump down to a 2800 level roughly, and you know, anything in between. But really though, yeah, if this is like a proper big flat, that would be a pretty good. So let's see what holds here over this next coming time. We might be moving in. Anyway, yeah, that's very interesting, you Komodo fans, price chart fans of Komodo. Anyway, all right, now let's check out this daily now. And what happens when we change the time frame? It changes because sometimes there are different levels of closing. Like on a daily candle, between one day here, April 6th, and one day here, April 7th, here it closed at this level, April 7th. And then the next day, April 8th, closed here. So over 2 days, right? So on a weekly, it might not have the same information. And therefore, this changes on the daily chart what we're seeing. So what are we seeing on the daily chart? What are we seeing on the daily chart? Well, on the daily chart, it looks like we're seeing more of a zigzag pattern. Why? Well, if we consider the retracement here, first of all, is it possibly a zigzag? Let's see, this kind of bigger move here that was up move, and then is it retracing more than 61.8? No, not really. The A move is roughly right there at 61.8 retracement. You see this A move here that retraced after the up move. We're going to call this the A part of the correction, okay? And then we'll have a B, okay? And now we're in a C. And we're saying, okay, if it's a flat, in fact, as long as it closes a little bit lower than the A, we're complete. So we're near a completion, but most likely, I think, because we hit this 618 so nice and bounced off, and the bounce, let's check, it went past the 32, but well, nevertheless, we're going to see if we take an extension. Whoops. So we go from the start of the A to the bottom of the A up to the B. And bang that out roughly. And so here's 618 is roughly around 3,400 Satoshis. So check this 3,400. If it's a 1-to-1 ratio, again, this is a log chart. So really to go 1-to-1 would bring us to 1,800 Satoshis. And I mean, I guess it's not out of the entire question there, but that would be a massive BTC move, and that would be a real huge complex zigzag with a very 1-to-1 measured move relationship in the A and C waves. Big. Not sure if that's coming. Let's hope for more like a 34 or even, yeah, you know, we don't even mind a 2,700 level, but that's a different story if we make it all the way down here. Anyway, folks, and that could play itself out down to this 618 level over the coming days. And that's a 3,500 Satoshi level, and that's on a daily chart, okay? And the beauty of that is that could complete a zigzag, okay? So we could complete a zigzag here, and based on where it closes on the daily chart and where it closes on the weekly chart, well, that gives us on the daily a zigzag and on the weekly a flat pattern. Interesting. So there you have it. Let's see where it does end up before it reverses and changes course and gives us a new pattern that starts emerging, and we'll get a good feeling for this. But flat is already complete as long as the closing of the week is below this previous level here, which it is currently. The previous level is roughly around 4,200 Satoshis. Anyway, that's cool. Yeah, good luck this week, everyone. Take care of yourselves, all right, and each other. Love, peace, happiness, my friends. Yeah. And oh, if you didn't check out those hoodies and t-shirts, check it out. Check the description link. All right, it's there. Take care of yourself. Yeah.